Hey everyone, I hope you can hear me. I have this kind of propped up on my computer. But I am here at the office a little bit early. I know it's 9:45, but usually I'm here around 10. Been here since 9:15 anyway, that doesn't matter. So I'm really excited. The end of the month is always super exciting because Margie and I, and really Margie got me into being way more goal-oriented. That's one of the big reasons she became my business partner. But we're very goal-oriented, and every month we've got revenue goals, profit goals, cash flow goals. We've got whiteboards. We're coloring every day for our goals. But I love the end of the month because we're really committed and ambitious about our goals. I'm especially excited this month because we're heading into September, and heading into the fall I love. First of all, we live in New England, so we're excited for it to get a little colder outside. I would not survive in California. But we're also excited because this is the time to start your Q4 podcast tour. And yes, I am very excited that rhymes. When I thought that the other day, I was like, oh my God, this is the best name ever. So a couple of things. Every call that I have with people about getting booked on podcasts, everyone loves the idea. Some people are more ready for it than others, but I want to get you ready for it. There's a couple of things I want to talk first about the benefits of podcast interviews. So when you're a guest on podcasts, you are going to be attracting leads, you are going to be generating buzz for your business, you're going to be getting backlinks to your website, and it's the kind of strategy where it's not like someone sees an ad once and then you stop paying for the ads and the ads go away. These interviews are on iTunes, they're on Stitcher, Google Play, the podcast website, forever. I mean, I have people that hear my interviews on podcasts from a year or two ago, and then they're like, hey, I heard you on this podcast. So it's the kind of strategy where you pay for it once, you pay to get booked on a show once, and then that interview pays dividends down the road. So it's the kind of investment that pays off again and again and again. And honestly, I'm even more excited. My staff is probably like, oh my God, Jess needs to get in her office and close the door, because I'm really ready to go today. I'm drinking my coffee and I'm pumped to have an amazing day and an amazing week. Because I was a guest on a podcast. It went live 2 or 3 weeks ago. It was actually Dennis Brown's Growth Expert podcast. And somebody who heard me as a guest on that show just became a client. So I love when I've got a specific example in my own business to show that this strategy works. So trust me, the ROI on that interview was amazing. So I know that this strategy works and I want you to do it. So here's the thing also about working with us. Interview Connections we're the best agency. I mean, I know I'm biased, but we are, because we spend a month really discovering and strategizing to make sure there's a strong groundwork for getting you booked on your podcast. We strategize with you around the best topics and questions. We create your one sheet, and we know exactly what podcasters need to see in a one sheet to say yes to having you on the show. So we can advise you on that. We take the lead on that. We create a list of podcasts for you to approve. To my knowledge, there aren't really any other agencies allowing you to actually approve of shows before you get pitched. We do. So we take a month to really lay that groundwork. So the reason we're super pumped about getting people to sign up and work with us for their Q4 podcast tour right now is because we can get that discovery done and that strategizing done in September. So we're booking you in October, November, and December. So you're getting out there on a whole bunch of podcasts this fall in Q4, and then you can chill a little bit around the holidays. Trust me, podcasters take time off during the holidays. They specifically book a lot of guests on their show in the fall, so that way they have interviews in the can, they've got interviews banked, so they don't have to be recording around the holidays. So it's the best time to start working with us to get booked on podcasts, because you don't want to be the guest that's 2 days before Christmas trying to record your interview. You want to get all those interviews recorded in the fall. They can be going live on the holidays when people are taking time off listening to podcasts, but you want to record them in the fall. So this is the time to start. The time to start working with us is now. You've got to plan ahead. Podcasters are recording ahead of time, then the interview goes live later. So if you've got to launch or something in January is a popular time for a launch. It's the beginning of the year. People are excited. You want to get your interviews recorded in the fall so that way they're going live in December and January when you want people to be hearing about what you have to promote for 2019, for the new year. So listen, I am so pumped because normally I don't like scheduling calls same day. I like to come into the office, know what my day looks like, and schedule it out. But I thought, why don't I open up my calendar, allow people to schedule with me like in 30 minutes if they can, because I want you to have the opportunity to start now. We've got some deals, we've got some specials, and we can figure out, I'm not gonna give away like coupon codes and packages right here because I have conversations with everyone before they become a client so we can create the custom, the client that signed up last night, we create a custom package for him based on his budget and his needs. So get on a call with me. We'll talk about what you're promoting, what your goals are for your business, what your budget is, and we'll create a package that's the best fit for you. So interviewconnections.com/call. You can go on and schedule a call with me. I have time today. I've got time tomorrow. And then we're all going to have a great weekend and enjoy Labor Day. I'm going camping, so I'm excited to go hiking and be sitting by the campfire. Before then, I want to talk to you and I want to get you started on your Q4 podcast tour because this is the strategy you don't want to wait for. We're not going to sign you up and start pitching you the next day because we'd be going at it blind. We need time to strategize with you. So let's get on the phone today. I would love to talk to you. Interviewconnections.com/call is going to bring you to my calendar link. There's literally time, today, I'm clicking here. I can talk to you as soon as noon today. And honestly, I've got time before that. Send me an email. I'll hop on the phone with you right now. Or direct message me. I want to talk to you and get you started. So interviewconnections.com/call and we will talk. We will create the custom package that works best for you. I'll give you a deal. I promise. We'll figure out what works best for you and get yourself out there. I know you've been thinking about this. Everyone I talk to is like, yeah, podcasts sound great. I want to do it. Do it. Stop waiting around. Stop seeing if something else works. Building relationships, networking with podcasters is the way to grow your business because you're developing relationships and relationships are what grow businesses. You're getting backlinks to your website. We have a client who says he pays $200 for our backlinks. For a little bit more than that for an interview, you're getting a backlink and you're getting a relationship and you're getting in front of hundreds or thousands of people. You're creating content that you can be repurposing. The value is insane. Honestly, we should charge way more than what we do, but the value is incredible. So you've got to jump in there. You've got to get yourself out there. And the first step is to talk to me because I'll help you get started and figure out the package that works best for you. So interviewconnections.com/call. You can book a 30-minute call with me. Again, I have it in my calendar today. I never do that. Trust me. Margie and I were talking about that once, scheduling sales calls and everything. I was like, I don't like scheduling same day, but I'm doing it today because I really want to get you on the phone. I don't want to put these calls off. We're in Scottsdale all next week with our mastermind group. We're in Allie Brown's premier group. So I don't have any availability for calls next week. So it's today, tomorrow. That's when I want to talk to you. Let's get you started now so we can make the most of the fall. Get you out there. Don't put this off to 2019, okay? This is the investment that's going to pay dividends into the future, okay? So you pay for an interview once and that interview is getting heard and heard and heard. It's getting downloaded. Those links Google loves those links, okay? So trust me, I've got a lot of links out there from being a guest on podcasts and I'm always, Interview Connections is the first website that will come up if you're searching about podcast interviews, I promise. So, or an article about us or something like that. So, and that's because I'm a guest on podcasts and I get out there and people talk about us and people will talk about you if you're a guest on podcasts and if you're in front of them and you're on the shows that they're already listening to. So we'll help you figure out what shows those are. Go to interviewconnections.com/call and schedule a call with me. If you want to apply first, feel free to do that. We'll email you, but honestly, I'm going to just give you my scheduling link right here. interviewconnections.com/call. Book a call with me. You can DM me on Facebook or find us on Instagram. I'm going to be online today looking out for people that are booking a call with me and we'll find a time that works for you. So again, interviewconnections.com/call. Let's talk. Let's get your Q4 podcast tour scheduled. All right, let's do it. All right, I'm gonna go to work.